Hey guys, this is Anembi. I made Death Game. I'm Anembi of Anembi Games. I also made Vittori, and I have promised an update for Death Game. A 4-year update coming out around the new year of 2022. However, it does not look like I'm gonna make that timeline. So, to kind of say sorry and appease your curiosity a bit, I thought I'd make a video showing all the changes. So, this is the title screen. And as you can see, there's been a few changes. There's all new UI, all new fonts. Um, Everything just in general looks better. We're also going to be bringing in Spanish, Japanese, Russian, and Chinese support. I'm sorry, not Japanese, just Chinese. But that's all coming in this new update. Big thing also, fully implemented, there is now workshop support. So you can press a single button and it'll upload a level to the workshop, or you can also update a level in the game as well. There's a few interesting things, like I won't show you that one, but let's just take a look at a few of my little demo levels here, shall we? This is NC1, which may become a new campaign level. However, it's taking a while, so we'll see. But now in levels, you can use something called a modifier. And modifiers allow you to color any object. They allow you to add physics and a whole bunch of fun stuff. So I can create artsy-fartsy levels like this. This is all just these black blocks, like this, just recolored. That's all that's in here besides gameplay objects. And there's also new block types, like this door. That's a jump block, which allows you to non-lethally end a level. And there's money bags, which will allow you to compete for high scores on levels now. Let me show you kind of what that looks like, just with the old campaign. So now each level, you'll get 1,000 money for completing the level. And you also have a timer available that shows you how fast you complete the level. So you can now speedrun and compete with your friends to see who beats levels the fastest. So now money will become an optional objective for you to look into as you play. And you'll notice at the bottom there's also something new and interesting, and that's subtitles. That's just an accessibility feature for any, deaf or otherwise less privileged people who would play the game. This works with translation, so all of this is going to work in English, Chinese, Russian, all the languages currently supported. Spanish, I think I forgot to say. So that's that. And just a whole lot of new features. Let me show you some more things you can do with modifiers now. Here's another test level. I call it Avalanche. Ooh, let's not do that one. That's the wrong one. So Avalanche is a demo of physics objects. So you can see there, these blocks I've added physics to, and you can add physics to any kind of block, including these pistons below me here. So let's just see what happens when these blocks hit the player. That's right. You have a new way to die. You can now be crushed by these physics blocks if they're moving fast enough. This is about as fast as they need to move. And you might have noticed something right there. You might have noticed the fact that there's more blocks coming in. In the old level editor, you would not have been able to do this. But now you can spawn blocks and have them replicate indefinitely. So you can create, persistent levels that get more difficult and the challenge stays instead of having a static experience. Let's look at another test I have prepared. Yeah, this one will work. So I'm just gonna show you what pistons look like. Ooh, okay, that's maybe not. That's not quite working well, but there's a few here. Spaceship Tests. You can now give characters parents. And what that means is they will absorb the movement of the object they're parented to. So in this case, you can see that they're staying aligned with these blocks. And it's kind of buggy, not really intentional, but you can also take away gravity, which allows characters to fly. So that's a whole new challenge that you can expect to find in your levels. Additionally, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, like you may have noticed there that the blocks were spinning. Oh, whoops. Huh? Sorry, you may have noticed there. Oh, hang on. Okay, you may have noticed there that the blocks were spinning. You can do that now. Let me show you how easy that is to do in the editor. I don't have a way to do it in game yet. It is possible to do it in the game. I just don't think it's a very good idea because it's complicated. It'd be best if you didn't. But now, for example... Oh, well, that didn't work out quite how I planned. Did it go? Oh, right, okay. There we go. So now you can add trivial rotations to any object. And indeed, I could add these pistons to this block, have that rotate, and that would completely work. But there's also a lot of other fun things you can do with this, like, let's find another one. For example, here's a demo level I put together. And this is interesting. This ball restricts your movement. You can't jump because it's parented to you, so it also takes into account your physics. So you could, for example, make a level around this so you have to guide the ball into a puzzle so that you can eventually get free. I don't quite have it worked out like that, but you get the idea. So for example, I can let this ball out if I'm super careful. And now I can float because the collision's happening on this ball that's parented to me now, not on me. And that brings to mind a few other interesting things you can do. Like, for example, let's look at another test level I made. This one's called Leap of Faith. And the big thing here is there's now stair-step logic. And that means for uneven surfaces, you can play a lot more smoothly. Makes it so all the levels just feel better outright. Oop. Oh, I suck. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, additionally, you're able to do optional puzzles like this. Like, you can get to jump up there if you land perfectly. Or you can just kill yourself and die that way. But an interesting thing you can do now, for example, is to create a modifier Sorry. So you can create a modifier now, and that modifier will hide these bridges. They're invisible. So they are getting triggered on and off, but you can't see them. So the bridge is there, can't see it. And that could create some new interesting levels. Basically, levels have never had this much power, and I'm really, really proud of how cool this has gotten. I see a lot of potential, and it's honestly a little scary the things you can do now. So yeah, that's kind of showcase of the update. Couldn't hit everything. The change log is 3 pages long, so yeah, couldn't hit everything. But there's a lot. And I hope this just kind of gives you a better idea of what's coming, why it's taken so long, and sorry. See you when it's out.